Am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained, no.
See you later then.
But you're not, you can't go through there.
You're harassing me.
I'm not harassing you.
I'm trying to walk away. Okay, I'm going to go this way instead then.
No, if you...
So if you... No, I'm going to go to the bus stop. Okay? Leave me... Alright, are you guys here for me?
Yeah, hi.
Oh, why? Can you maintain your distance there?
Can. Of course, yeah.
And also identify yourselves. Did you just switch your camera on?
Yeah.
Alright, please don't delete that. I'll be requesting a copy, alright? Also yours, please don't delete that. I'll be requesting a copy.
Of course.
Alright, can you identify yourselves, please,
Can I
officers?
ask you first, sorry, what was your first name, my friend?
I'm not at liberty to give you that. When you approach a member of the public, you identify yourself. That's your policy, so identify yourself.
Okay. So my name is Simon Tops, Police Constable 693, Simon Tops, Avon, Somerset Police.
And yours is?
My colleague.
5512, Josh Burnell.
Alright, and what crime have I committed, or do you suspect me of committing?
Okay, what are you being so hostile?
I'm not being hostile, I'm just asking you, because when the police approach me,
yeah,
police come to deal with crimes, do they not?
Not necessarily, no.
What do they come to deal with? Civil matters?
Well, we're here to prevent crime.
So what crime do you suspect me of about to commit?
Not suggesting you're committing a crime at all.
Alright then.
What was your first name, so I can talk to you on first name basis?
No, it's fine, I'm not going to give you that.
Okay. Are you filming at the moment?
I am indeed, for my own
Okay,
protection.
what's the purpose of you filming?
My own purpose.
Right.
They approach him without any introduction and without explaining the situation. Naturally, he asks who they are, and that alone shows how casually they entered the encounter. Instead of clearly stating what offense they suspect, they quickly shift the tone and label him as hostile. But asking a simple question is not aggression, it's a basic right. When someone asks for legal grounds, it holds officers accountable to the standards they are expected to follow. If they truly believed a law had been broken, they would explain it clearly and confidently. This moment highlights something important. When authority avoids giving direct answers, the best response is to stay calm and focus on facts.
Can I ask why you're here at the...
Can I ask you a question? Am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained, no.
See you later then.
But you can't go through there.
I just asked the gentleman if I could go through and he
Okay,
said yeah.
Chris?
Did you not just tell me the way to the bus station?
You did ask me where the bus are.
And left at the machine and all the way down?
I did say that.
Yeah.
Okay, can
Okay.
I just...
No, you can't actually.
Okay, well, whilst you're walking, I'll just make it quite
Are you
clear
following
to
me?
I'm not following
You're
you.
harassing me.
I'm not harassing
I'm trying to
you,
walk away.
talking to
Okay, I'm going to go this way instead then.
No, if you...
So if you... No, I'm going to go to the bus stop. Okay? Leave me alone. Alright?
Okay, that's fine. If you make your way to the bus stop, that'd be great.
I'm not going. You're not going to follow me.
What?
Which way are you going?
Sorry?
Which way are you going?
Look, if you don't want me to follow...
I'm just asking you which way you're going.
I'm not here to call...
I'm just asking you which way you're going.
It doesn't matter which way I go, and go whichever way I like. I'm not being...
Alright, I'll wait for you to go then.
I'm not being dictated to by you.
Do you know your
where
oath?
I go. Alright?
Do you know your oath?
Yeah, I do.
Can you say it to me?
No,
I'll start you
I'm
off.
not going to say it to you.
I'll start you off.
I'm not here to justify my actions.
No,
to
you're
you.
here to uphold the law.
I am.
Have I broken it?
Not at the moment, you haven't.
So leave me alone.
They clearly tell him he is not being detained. So, like any free person would, he begins to walk away. But suddenly, the tone changes. They start questioning where he's going, following behind him, as if freedom only exists in words, not actions. Cannot work both ways. Either a person is free to leave, or their movement is being restricted. That line should never be blurred. The situation then shifts toward ego when Ed asks the officer to repeat his oath. Not for show, but as a reminder of the duty he swore to uphold. The officer refuses, claiming he doesn't need to justify himself. And in that moment, everything becomes clear. Policing is a public responsibility. Accountability is not optional, and when authority is used, clear answers should always follow.
It isn't consensual.
That's fine.
Policing by consent, leave me alone.
Okay, off you go then.
No, I will
Have a
go.
nice day.
I will go when I'm ready.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
cool.
Have a nice day.
I will. I'm actually having a lovely day.
Okay. If you could make your way to the bus station, though,
Why?
that would be great.
Why?
Okay, that's fine. I'm not here.
So why do you keep telling me what to do?
I'm not telling you what to
You
do.
are. You just said make your way to the bus station.
You
Like,
said
what
you were
right?
making your way-
Can I just ask you, what right do you have to tell me what to do when I haven't broken the law?
Okay.
You haven't got a right to tell me what to do when I haven't broken the law. So stop trying to bully me.
I'm not trying to.
Yes,
bully
you are. You're trying to
find
tell
out-
me what to do.
I'm trying to find out why you're walking around a university
Because
with
I'm
a camera.
I'll tell you why. Because I'm allowed to.
Okay.
Photography is
But
not a crime.
Some of this university is private premises.
No, it's not,
It
bro.
is,
Do you know?
okay,
Are you
that's why you're wrong.
are you familiar with Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972?
No, I'm not. No,
you're
not
not. But you should be.
Okay.
Because it's the law.
Okay.
Which says at the material time of operating, the public are allowed access, whether upon payment or not.
To where?
Anywhere that is open. This is a public space. These lines were painted by the council.
The tone begins to shift into quiet pressure. Instructions are given as if authority alone makes them lawful. When that approach starts to fall apart, they fall back on calling it private property, as if saying it confidently makes it true. But Ed stays calm. He avoids emotion and focuses strictly on facts. He asks a critical question, whether the officer understands Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972, which recognizes access rights in areas open to the public. The officer admits he doesn't know it. And that moment matters because enforcing limits without understanding the law means acting on assumption, not knowledge. Ed then points out the council road markings, clear indicators of a public highway, not restricted land. And just like that, the conversation shifts from authority to facts.
I think you're mistaken.
No,
It's part of this
I'm not.
university's private property.
Can I just ask you
There
another
is
something?
public access
If I
to
was to
part
say
of
to
the
you,
university.
if I was to say to you, I'm not going anywhere, what could you do?
Sorry?
If I was to say to you, I'm not going to leave now, what could you do?
Well, I don't intend to do anything
You
at the moment.
couldn't. You couldn't do anything because I haven't broken the law. When those guys rang you and reported a crime, what you should have said to them is not breaking
They
the
have
law.
reported a crime.
What did they
They
do?
reported a suspicious person filming at a
suspicion-
university campus.
Is photography a crime? You're recording. You're
Well, I
recording.
don't know.
You guys. Let
How
me
do
just
I
say,
know
you,
that you're not filming for terrorist
do you know?
purposes?
You see that on your uniform?
Yeah.
That thin blue line thing.
How
That is
do
an
I-
utter disgrace.
How do I know?
You disgrace the country with that.
How do I know that you're not filming for terrorist purposes?
Sir, we
for
go.
example?
Sir, we go on what we do know, what we don't, not what we don't.
Well, not necessarily.
No,
That's again
so-
where you're wrong. Isn't
Okay,
It?
so what reasonable suspicion do you have that I'm a terrorist,
Well,
sir?
you're filming a university campus.
So you're
with a
trying to get
camera.
me on Section 43.
No, I'm not.
So why did you mention it then?
Well, because I'm just explaining that you seem to think that I can only act when a crime's been reported.
No,
but
You're more than willing to come up to me and ask me.
Yeah.
If you can articulate reasonable suspicion that I may be a terrorist,
Well, you're walking around a university campus with a camera, and
This is a uni.
and you won't explain why.
but I don't have to.
Security labeling him as suspicious does not magically turn lawful filming into a crime. It simply shows discomfort. So he asks a clear question. Is recording illegal? They don't answer, because there is no answer to give. Instead, they jump to an extreme claim that he might be filming for terrorist purposes. But that's not suspicion based on facts. That's speculation pushed to its worst-case scenario. Ed remains calm and direct, because policing must be based on what is known, not what is imagined. If the only action observed is holding a camera in a public place, then no real suspicion exists, only discomfort from being recorded.
Well, then that gives me suspicion of what your activity is.
So you think I'm a terrorist? You have reasonable suspicion that I am up to terrorist activities.
I don't know why you're...
I'm not engaged in any
why are you
hostile
filming?
reconnaissance because I can, as my rights allow me to. Is this not a free country?
Yeah, but...
So, and am I not allowed to own a camera?
You are allowed to
You're
own a camera.
filming. What's the difference between
You're
you
allowed
and
to own a
I?
camera, and you're allowed to film.
What's the
and I'm
difference
not-
between you
and
and...
I'm not preventing you
why,
from doing that.
But why
I'm
are you
not
accusing me of
accusing
being a
camera.
terrorist then?
I'm not accusing you of being
Well, why
a
are you saying I'm
terrorist.
suspicious?
I'm just saying there are some concerns about your
What concerns?
nature of why you're filming
What
in an
concerns?
university.
What concerns?
But then it gives me suspicion for why you're here with a camera.
Suspicion is not a crime.
No, but it gives me grounds to do certain things if I feel it necessary.
Are you threatening me?
I'm not threatening you.
So
I'm
what do you mean
explaining
then?
what the law is.
Well, you don't know the law because that's not
Well,
right.
I think I do.
Well, tell me what reasonable suspicion you have.
Well, why are you filming a university when you're
I'm not telling you.
with a camera?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, well then I'm suspicious.
That's fine. You can be suspicious.
I can, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
But then I can also act on that suspicion
No, you
if I
can't.
feel it appropriate.
You can. Yeah, you can, and I'll sue you.
Okay, well, but that's my decision.
Yeah, I know. When you'll lose your job.
Well, I'm not doing that, am I?
No, because you're scared
But
to.
you're not helping our cause.
I don't
here,
have
are
to
you?
help you.
Ed is forced to repeat the same point again and again, because they act as if it was never addressed. Filming in a public place is not illegal simply because someone doesn't like it. Then comes a clear contradiction. They are recording him while suggesting his camera is suspicious. That double standard says everything. The issue is not recording, it's who is doing it. Then one of them claims that suspicion allows certain actions. But suspicion is not unlimited power. It must be reasonable, specific, and connected to an actual offense. This moment shows how quickly unclear reasoning can turn into overreach, when it's not challenged with facts.
I don't have to help you, do I?
You don't have to.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, okay. I think we understand where we are.
I know where I understand where I am. I know the
understand
law.
where I
You
am.
don't. You those gentlemen over there, the guys who called the police, whoever called the police, I suggest you go and speak to them about Section 5 of the Criminal Law Act 1967, making a false report, because that's wasting police time, which is actually a criminal offence.
Okay. It's been nice talking to you. If you're heading towards the bus stop, then
I'll go wherever I like.
have a lovely day.
I'll go wherever
well,
I
you
like.
won't go wherever you like.
I will indeed.
Because parts of this.
I'll go anywhere that
university-
is publicly accessible. I will go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no one will stop me.
Yeah.
Not those guys up there. Not you guys
But what you
either.
need to understand at the moment.
I don't need to understand
just say
anything.
that
I
you're
know the
clear
law.
Is so do I.
Yeah, no, you don't.
So do I. Okay.
You don't. You don't even
This
know
is a-
what Criminal
this-
Justice Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act
This is-
1972 is.
this-
Do you know it?
This is a
You need to
private.
know the ins and outs.
Of course, you know. Of course, if you're gonna uphold the law, you have to know the ins and outs of the law. How can you tell me that you don't have to know the ins and outs of the law, but then you're here to uphold it? How does that make sense?
Ed doesn't just defend himself, he shifts the focus. He points out that if anyone crossed a line, it may have been the person who made the original report. Under Section 5 of the Criminal Law Act 1967, giving false information that wastes police time is an offense. Yet this is completely ignored. They question him, but show no interest in examining the source of the complaint. Then comes the statement, you cannot go wherever you want. But that only holds weight if a lawful boundary is clearly defined. Ed calmly stands his ground, making it clear he is in a public area. Instead of addressing it, one officer dismisses the need to understand the law itself. And that is where the real concern lies. Authority being used without understanding its limits.
You're even in Somerset Constabulary, innit?
Okay.
Absolute joke.
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
I haven't enjoyed myself, actually. You've ruined my day. So go away now, please.
Parts of the university are private premises. There are public access routes.
I won't go anywhere that is private. I haven't been anywhere that's private, and I will not go anywhere that's private. As you could probably understand from the way I speak, I know exactly what I'm doing, sir. I know the laws that surround what I'm doing. I don't appreciate you accusing me of being a terrorist.
Well,
What's your number
I've
again?
not accused you of being a terrorist. I've explained.
693. You threatened
No, I
me. You
haven't.
said, "Oh, now I've got reason."
I've not threatened
mate,
you
listen,
at all.
the camera doesn't lie.
I've not threatened you.
The
at
camera
all.
doesn't
You
lie.
can play your camera back.
I will.
Alright?
I'll be
I've
playing.
not
I'll be playing
threatened
to your
you at all.
superior.
I'm just explaining that if you're filming an empty university that's actually closed at the moment to the university is actually closed. All right, to the students. It's
I'm not a
closed-
student.
It's closed to staff.
I'm not staff.
So why are you here?
I'm a member of the public, and I'm in a publicly accessible area.
Right.
That's why I'm
Okay.
here.
Well, that's fine. If you want to film
I know it's fine.
in open public spaces.
Yeah, and I'm allowed.
That's fine, but
Yeah.
you won't be filming inside buildings.
I don't want to film inside
okay?
a building.
And if you trespass in private property,
It's a civil matter. Are you telling me that you're going to do something for a civil matter?
I will do.
Okay. Oh, so okay, cool.
The argument shifts again, this time toward a situation that hasn't even happened. They claim that if Ed were to trespass and record inside buildings, action would be taken. But that's not the situation. Trespass, in most cases, is a civil matter, not a criminal one. It only involves police when clear aggravating factors exist. You cannot justify pressure in the present using a hypothetical future scenario. Ed is not inside any building. He is not bypassing security. He is not ignoring any lawful direction. This shows how the conversation drifts away from facts and leans on imagined situations to maintain control.
Another
Security
complaint.
asks you to leave a private
They
premises
haven't,
and you
but I
refuse,
haven't been on private property.
and you refuse
But I haven't
to,
been on private property.
then I'll have
Sir,
to consider
listen.
my powers under the breach of the peace.
Oh, so now you're threatening me for a crime that listen. What part of my behaviour is threatening or abusive?
Well, nothing at the moment.
Okay, so don't threaten me with something that
I'm not
hasn't
threatening
happened
you.
or that isn't going to
I
happen.
also
You
know
are.
the
That's
law.
no. Listen, you're
Okay.
just threatening me with breach of the peace when a breach of the peace isn't going to happen
Well,
because
one
I'm
of
not
my
acting in.
fundamental roles is to prevent a breach of the peace.
Yeah, but there's going to be no breach of the peace because I'm not acting in a
That's
threatening
right.
or abusive
So
behaviour.
All I'm saying is don't go into private
I could-
premises,
listen,
don't film in the
how many
buildings.
times do you want to say that?
Okay, otherwise...
How many times do you want to say that, considering the fact that I said...
And then I'll have to support them to prevent a breach of the peace, is all I'm saying.
Well, then that's fine. You
And
could
that's
do.
me knowing my law.
That's fine. You could do that, but
Yeah,
I promise
can,
you that if the course of action that you've just stated happens, I'll sue you,
Well, that's fine. You're entitled to sue
and I'm
me.
going to make a complaint. 3 complaints in this 8 minutes 46 seconds, and 3 complaints about you. You're smart for keeping your mouth shut.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
You can complain.
See you later, then, guys. Go.
Okay.
Be gone.
Out of nowhere, the phrase breach of the peace is introduced, as if saying it adds weight. But that power is not meant to support weak arguments. It is reserved for situations where violence is likely or someone is genuinely at risk. It asks a simple, direct question: what has he done that is threatening or abusive? The officer admits nothing, and that answer settles everything. You cannot warn someone about breach of the peace while admitting there is no threatening behavior, no aggression, no hostility, no tension. Using it here is not prevention, it's overreach. And once again, the gap between claimed authority and actual law becomes clear.
No need to be rude.
I'm not being rude.
Okay.
Plus, is rudeness a crime? Is it a free country? If I would like to be rude, I'm well within my rights to be rude.
Okay.
Okay? So go away, please, and leave me alone. You're harassing me.
Okay, that's fine. Thank
All
you
right?
very much.
Go away now. Told me I can't record in there, so now I'm going to have to walk round. You inform these guys that photography is not a crime as well, yeah? Educate these guys on the law. No, you're here. You're a public servant. You're here to uphold the law.
Yeah.
These guys have broken the law by filing a false report.
They haven't,
Okay?
no.
Yes, they have.
Okay.
Yes, they have. They reported a crime when there wasn't a crime being committed. They made a false report. is a breach of Section 5 of the Criminal Law Act 1967, and you are failing in your job right now,
Okay.
officer,
Well,
constable.
Thanks very much. It's been very nice talking to you. If you can maintain yourself on the public places,
I'll go wherever
okay,
I like. Thank you.
You know what my position is.
I'll
in
go
relation
wherever.
to
Yeah, you made threats. You made a threat of
I've not made a
arrest. You
threat.
did. You made an illegal threat of arrest. Bullies, guys.
Ending. What stands out in the end is not conflict, but avoidance. After all the suspicion, the questions, and the implied threats, the focus quietly shifts away. There is no attempt to examine the original complaint. No correction. No acknowledgement. And that silence matters. Because if the foundation had been solid, it wouldn't need to be abandoned. There's also a subtle shift in control. At the beginning, the officers set the tone. They controlled the questions, the pace, the narrative. But by the end, that control fades. And what remains is not authority, but uncertainty.